Hey troops, welcome to the channel Dit Commando. My name's Ryan and I'm a former Royal Marines Commando from the United Kingdom. I served in the British military for a number of years and now I am a YouTuber. Today we're going to be reacting to something that it's relating to the United States, but it's quite new in terms of content, guys. It's a video by Geography King ranking the 50 state welcome signs. Now, if you just came to the United Kingdom, the welcome signs would all look pretty similar. They'd just have a name of the city or the town if it's big enough, and that would be it really. There wouldn't be nothing special about it. It's not really such a big deal, and I wouldn't notice anything too distinguishing from the welcome signs. So, yeah, I guess this is going to be new. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll just react to it and see what the crack is, guys. All right. But before we get into it, please do me a favour. I'd really appreciate it if you like, shared, and subscribed to the channel. If you're brand new here and you haven't subscribed before, I'd like to say thank you to all my members for supporting the channel, guys. Okay, we normally do military content. This is different, and yeah, I like the way we're diversifying our content on the channel, guys. So hopefully you can enjoy it. Members, thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to become a member, press the join button. Or if you can't see a join button, the link is in the description, guys. And give me a follow on social media. Yeah, I've trying to grow my subscriber base on social media, Instagram, TikTok. All those links are in the description. But I've talked for way too long now, a minute and a half. Let's get into it, troops. Enjoy.
Howdy, it's Kyle going over the welcome signs to each of the 50 states. If you're on a cross-country road trip, it's always kind of exciting to hit the next state line. You see the welcome sign and you pull over.
Right, so to start things off, his voice isn't in sync. So, oh man, hey, never mind. We all had to start somewhere on YouTube, guys.
To the turnout, get your picture with it, and then move on. And that's going to be your first impression of that state. And of course, in the grand scheme of things, a welcome sign isn't that terribly important, but again, it is going to be your first impression. It kind of shows what the state thinks of the interstate leading in.
Right, he's probably recorded that on his camera without the sound, and then he's just, I don't know. Is he recorded his sound separately on his phone or something, and then tried to sync the two together? I've tried to do that myself before, and it nigh on always comes out like this.
To its state and how it wants its first impression to be. And just like other videos where I'm ranking the state capitol buildings and the state flags, this is all just my opinion. So think of it more like an overview of the 50 welcome signs just presented in my personal favorite order. Dead last is New York. Look at
All right, so he's ranking them then. So we get to see how this geezer ranks these these signs. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to stuff like this, so I want to know what the worst sign is, and I have to know what the best one is. So your worst sign, apparently, according to this geezer, is the New York welcome sign. Yeah, it's pretty boring, to be fair, isn't it? Yeah, it's not really New York, is it?
this thing. You don't have time to read a 1,000-word essay when you're driving by at 70 miles an hour. Even if you're a passenger, you don't have time to take all this in. It's far too busy. This stuff should be at your welcome center, not on your welcome sign. Next door neighbor Connecticut sign is also pretty bad. It looks like they were going to put something else on there, couldn't decide what to put, and this put some kind of bumper sticker off center on the sign. It just doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
Ohio's looks pretty amateurish and childish with that font, and find
Yeah,
it
it's
here
terrible.
like what, herpes? So I know a lot of folks in Ohio don't like this sign. This is the brand new sign. I'm not sure why they changed it.
Yeah,
The old one was a lot better.
Crap.
Washington's looks like one you might see entering the state from a back road, not the interstate. And it also looks like one of the welcome signs from the early days of interstate travel in the 50s and 60s. So I think they need to update it, and it just needs to look a little bit better.
You know what I've got to say, guys? Credit this dude for even coming up with this video choice. I mean, he's took a lot of time to think about what is the. I mean, he's ranked 50 signs. He's done his research, so it's credit to him for doing that. I wouldn't have the patience to do it, guys. All right, I just want to press record and go. But he's went and did a bit of research, man. Drop a comment below. Do you agree with these signs or not? Let me know. Let me know. I just want to see how you guys actually feel about signs. Is it something that you consciously think, yeah, we've got a crap sign or we've got a great sign? Let me know.
I think what hurts Nebraska's the most is the font. I think what it says, Nebraska, the good life, home of Arbor Day, is all pretty cool. It's just the presentation isn't quite there. Alabama's is pretty plain looking, and I think the whole
It's not bad though, is it? Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. It does the job. I don't think that's all too bad, to be fair.
Sweet Home Alabama thing has been overdone, and I like the old Alabama one better. It said Alabama the Beautiful, but this is what they got now. Well, it does at least say welcome to Idaho, so at least give them credit for that. Maine's is kind of like Nebraska in that.
Amen. So I've got a friend who's also a Royal Marine. You've probably most definitely heard of him, Original Human. And he lives in Maine at the moment. He's a Manchester lad living in Maine now, so he's causing trouble on their shores instead of Manchester.
It says the right stuff. I think it's pretty cool what it says, but the presentation is pretty bad. This looks very blah. Pennsylvania went the same route as Ohio with a childish, whimsical font, but the problem here is each of the 4 lines of text is a different font. A graphic designer would look at this and cringe. North Carolina's is okay. It's got a picture of the flag, and I think it's been the same sign for about the past 20 years or so, but
that's cool. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. There's no problem with that.
The one thing I hate about this sign is that it always has to say state line. So when you see that sign, you know you're at the state line. So saying state line is just kind of redundant. Vermont is kind of like Washington's. It's monochrome. It's not very exciting. And it looks more like the sign you would see entering the state from a back road. So I think it needs to be updated, but it looks okay. But I think it could look a lot better. I've never really liked Texas's sign too much. And
that's all right.
Kind of like North Carolina's with a picture of the flag. But what I really don't...
Hang on. I think that's the best one so far. What do you reckon, guys? That's the best one we've seen so far. He's ranked at 39. I disagree with that.
Like about this sign is that I can't think of anywhere in the U.S. where the drivers are less friendly than Texas. So I think the way to improve this sign would be to put a wink emoji at the end of it. That would be much more appropriate. I never quite understood the Pure Michigan slogan. It's kind of a strange slogan for a state, but the sign looks okay. It's in a pretty neat setting, and I like the blue and the font of the M, so it's an okay sign, but definitely not one of the best.
Nah, don't agree.
If there's
don't like
one
it.
state that comes to mind when I think of the word legendary, it's North Dakota. Nevada's sign looks pretty cool, but the problem with it is that it's such a small sign, it's hard to see the detail in it. So
that's a cool sign. Get that off 36. That's a cool sign.
If you're driving by, it's hard to tell what that is an image of. And the sign is only about the size of a speed limit sign, which is similar to their previous welcome sign. So I'm not sure why Nevada likes such small welcome signs. They look pretty cool, but it's hard to see what it is. I appreciate that Arkansas wants us to buckle up for safety, as pretty much all states do, but usually those types of signs are just past the welcome sign, like your speed limit signs and any kind of weird state laws you might have. So having buckle up for safety on the welcome sign, it's okay, but it doesn't make the sign look really great. I think the Massachusetts sign looks okay. I don't like
terrible.
The standard roads.
I think the bird and the that's just designed not very well. And the welcomes you, nah, it's crap, guys. 50.
Sign font on your welcome signs, but I do like the rest of the sign, although that W looks more like an N. Overall, I think Georgia's sign looks okay. It's definitely a lot better than the one they had before, but I hate it when
don't like it.
States have to put the governor's name on the sign, especially for Georgia when the governor's name is almost as prominent as the welcome to Georgia. Indiana used to always have a pretty good sign. I think it does look
not
pretty
too
cool.
bad.
Welcome to Indiana. Crossroads.
Well, yeah, Lincoln's from there.
America makes perfect sense, but they've recently put Lincoln's boyhood home on there. So, you already have Kentucky and Illinois claiming Lincoln. Now Indiana, his boyhood home.
Really? I thought it was Indiana.
Take that part off. It's a pretty good sign.
Right, I might be wrong then.
Virginia's is one of the more polarizing ones, and that I do like the black background with kind of the weird font, and gives it kind of a striking look that looks a lot different than other state signs. But I've never been a big fan of the Virginia is for lovers slogan.
Yeah, that's pretty turd, guys. Not a fan. Next.
Also presented in a pretty cool
right,
setting.
that one's crap as well. Next.
South Dakota's has the right...
South Dakota's pretty cool. I like that. I think all of them should be similar to this. Picture and then nice writing. Like it.
The right slogan, but that image is super low res. But overall, if they got a better image, it would be a great sign. I like how Oklahoma's is pretty simple, but it also looks pretty different, as most signs are white. And
it looks It looks like it belongs on like a toothpaste like packet or something. Yeah, it's boring, man.
I like how it references its indigenous heritage, but
Yeah,
that
that's
L
cool.
in
The indigenous side of it's cool, but the rest of it's crap.
Oklahoma looks pretty weird. For Hawaii, I had to cheat a little bit,
Hey, I
being
like
that there
that.
are no roads that lead into it. So this is the sign you see at the airport as you fly in. So I like the way it looks. It says aloha. I like the font and the flower. So it's a pretty good welcome sign coming into Hawaii.
That's the best
I
one
think
so far.
Delaware's looks pretty nice. I like the different shades of blue on the sign. I like the endless.
Nah, it looks like you're looking for the dentist, and then that's the sign. Yeah, welcome to blah blah dental practice. What do you reckon, guys? That's poo, man.
Discovery slogan, but just like Georgia, Delaware, nobody cares who your stupid governor is. I think Kentucky's is pretty close to being a great sign. I like the font. I love the slogan, Unbridled Spirit, the horse at the end, birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. It's all great, but somehow it just doesn't look quite right. I'm not sure.
I think that exact design on like a black background instead of blue would look absolutely tremendous.
It's the monochrome look or whatever, but I think a little bit of a touch up, and this could be one of the best signs in the country.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice and simple. It's good. I like the logo. Black background. Boom. Ready to go.
Maryland. Never missing an opportunity to.
Nah, don't like it. Next. Where's next? Boom. Illinois.
Although I do think they have the best claim to him, but
wow,
that's
yeah, don't like that. South Carolina.
Look, and
yeah,
I like
that's
the
all
mix
right.
of the red, white, and blue. The slogan "Smiling Faces, Beautiful Places" is an okay slogan. It was on their license plates, but they're moving away from that slogan, and I think they're putting up new signs soon. But these are the ones they have right now, and
That's all right. That's all right.
This is the one that I see the most, and I think overall it looks pretty good. The font
Tennessee,
is kind of
yeah.
weird, but you know you're coming into Tennessee, so you kind of know what it says. I do like it when states have the state nickname and a picture of the flag on it, so it gives kind of an introduction to the state, so it says a lot.
Yeah, I like that. I think the name welcomes you and then a picture of the flag. I think that's dope. That's how it should be. What do you reckon, guys? Are you agreeing with this dude at the moment, or are you with me on good, bad, and ugly?
Without saying that much. More than any other welcome sign, Montana's is the one you're most likely to see shot up with bullets or covered with stickers. It's
Seriously?
hard to find one that hasn't been totally vandalized by somebody, but I think it is an okay looking sign. I like how it's kind of in the shape of the state, although it's not very curved, so it looks kind of weird. But
yeah, it's the shape of the state, but that's just ugly, isn't it? I think you should just left it not to be the shape of the state.
It's kind of simple. I like how it says Montana with some mountains in the back, so it's an overall good looking sign, although it is usually going to be shot up. This sign doesn't really look that good, and yet somehow I like it. I like how instead of saying "Welcome to Iowa," it says "The people of Iowa welcome you." A little more friendly that way. I do like their slogan, "Fields of Opportunities."
Maybe I'm just not a sign guys, but I'm not really a fan of this whole sign malarkey.
It's perfect for Iowa. I like the simplicity of California's. It's the only.
Yeah, I remember seeing this one, I think, when I was in California. Can I remember that? I can't. I don't know if it's because I've seen it now and it's making me think I've seen it or what, but yeah, pretty sure.
Only state where all the lettering is in gold, and that looks really good on the blue background.
Yeah, blue and gold,
it's
man.
Perfect for the Golden State.
Nice.
State flowers, the golden poppy, and overall, it's just a pretty good looking sign. This is probably the most polarizing of all the signs, and of course, it looks.
Whoa, yes. Hey, troops, I've got to put this one out there. Now, I'm quite a boring person. So, this is right up my street. I really like it. Rugged, Colorado, wood, and it's just scraped into it. Welcome to colourful Colorado. I like that, man. That's the best one yet. What do you think?
Way different than all the other ones, and this look wouldn't work at all for a state back east, but I think it does work pretty well for a southwestern state. And of course, the funny thing about this sign is if you approach the state from the east, you're coming into a very brown and flat part of the state, not exactly colorful. Similar to Colorado, Wisconsin has another kind of folk art woodsy sign that works pretty well for Wisconsin. This sign wouldn't work in the west or the southeast, but for the Northwoods, the timberlands, it works pretty cool. I like how it says industry, recreation, and agriculture. So overall, it's kind of a folk arty looking sign, but I like it.
That one and Colorado, two best ones yet. I think that one's better though.
But do please take off the
Wisconsin wins
thing.
it
It
so
really
far.
does make your state look desperate. Louisiana makes simple look good. Something as basic as the words "Welcome to Louisiana" curved over the fleur-de-lis just gives it a little extra touch. And
I agree. It's not the best one on there, but if you don't have any good ideas, just keep it simple, guys.
the bilingual message referencing his French heritage is pretty cool. I really like this sign. Mississippi is usually the butt of all the jokes. It finishes last in all the categories for everything. But the one thing it does have going for it is that it is the birthplace of America's music. So no matter what kind of pop music you listen to nowadays, it came out of. It's the only state in the country that has a yellow sign, and yellow is kind of like the school colors for New Mexico. I like how they keep the yellow theme running through signs and license plates. It looks kind of like one of those old time
New Jersey, right? We're not even going there. That
retro
feel
get off
to my screen.
Another one where it's not a traditional highway sign, and a state
Minnesota.
can go really wrong
That
doing
is-
something like this.
That is actually I like that. That's third. Yeah, Wisconsin's the first, and then Minnesota.
Just making it super
It's
gaudy,
third.
but Minnesota's is pretty cool. And it's a nice thing to see as you enter the state. Really nice welcome. Arizona's is another one that says a lot.
All right, I remember Arizona's as well when I was there. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. It looks like a 1960s, 1970s design though.
Without saying that much, you get the state's nickname along with the welcome message and the state symbol, which appears on its flag. And because the state symbol is so cool, it makes the overall sign look pretty cool.
I think so, yeah.
Florida's does a really good job of letting you know you're entering the subtropics. So with just a couple of images of palm trees and the sun for the O in Florida, this gives it a really
Yeah,
cool
it's not
look,
too
and
bad.
you know you're coming somewhere that's going to be sunny and hot. New Hampshire's is very simple, very classy. I like the contrast of colors. I like the bilingual message with New Hampshire being right there on the
Live free or die. Wow,
border
that's a
with
bit
Quebec.
abrupt.
And New Hampshire says more with less than this one. I
That
really,
looks like a holiday resort.
really like this one. I love how the S's represent the river heritage of the state.
Yeah, next.
Wyoming's is the first of two that has an actual
Wow.
real image on it.
I like that one. I've got to be honest with you. That's number one for me. Wyoming. I just like the image on the back. You know where you are. Yeah, I like it, guys. That's the best one for me.
With the name superimposed, and kind of like New Jersey's, the font makes it look kind of like one of those old-timey postcards. The scene is a beautiful Wyoming scene. The cowboy
cool,
in the
man.
corner makes it look great. The only thing I
It's
don't like
beautiful
about
as
it
well.
is that the previous one was even better, but this is a really cool sign and definitely one of the best. West Virginia's is the other one that has a real photo on its sign.
Yeah, I
and
like
this was
that.
the first state to do it, and it looks kind of busy, but isn't hard to see what's going on. So it represents the state well. The words being kind of curved makes it look a little bit nicer.
Country
and you know you're coming into a
road.
state that's mostly going to be green, mostly wilderness, and it's wild and wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's at least wild. Compare the blue on this sign
Nah.
to the blue and all the
Get
other
off my screen.
It's
Not a
so
fan.
for things that are unique, and this sign is definitely unique. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
say
that's not too bad. I think they could update it a little bit. They've got obviously the state shape. Nah, I think you should just get rid of that. Nice and straight. That's not too bad. Just needs updating, guys.
must, but you know you're coming into a green wooded state, and the overall
Yeah,
sign
fair
looks
one.
like a piece of art. These are pretty new, gorgeous. Whenever I see this sign, it makes me smile. I'm coming
Utah.
into my favorite state for outdoor activities. This is just a really good representation of the state.
That's pretty
With
cool.
the canyons and the arches in the foreground, the mountains in the background, and a really cool state slogan, this is a
Yeah.
great sign.
It is a great
Although
sign.
it does look like the U has a flat tire. And the best welcome sign in the country is Alaska.
Whoa.
This thing is beautiful.
Right, guys. Yeah. No, I'm not even joking. That is the best welcome sign. No joke. That is awesome. You want to see that, don't you? Needs a bit of varnish on the wood panels. Like.
Beautiful, and just like Oregon, it's like a work of art. And
That's
yes,
beautiful,
you can
man.
drive to Alaska. You do have to go through portions of Canada to get there, but this
Yeah,
is the
yeah, yeah.
sign you will see as you enter the.
Hey guys, I like that. Alaska, yeah, that is. I have to agree. All of the other ones, the order. To be fair, you probably could have put them in any order and just went, "I'll rate this one, that one, that one," and said things about them. But yeah, Alaska, yeah, that one, and Wisconsin's a good one. I think I like all the wood natural ones where they've got like an image on it and stuff, and it's real grainy for the background and stuff. But that was a completely different video we were reacting to. I like the fact that it's non-military. It gets you. We have to think outside the box, all right? And I know quite a few things in the military, guys. So sometimes I'm a little bit biased based on my knowledge. It's good to react to things and not have a clue about. And I've got a mega big interest in America at the moment. So I want to learn a little bit more. So here we are. We're learning about it along the way. We're integrating, we're reacting, we're commenting and debating with all of you wonderful people in the chat. So it's all good, guys. I'm really enjoying it. And if you're enjoying it, smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't. And that's it. I'll see you next time, troops. Peace.